Hello everyone. Today's video, number 2 on fight week. This fight can't go 12 rounds, so I covered the punch power. Now we're covering the chin and the heart of both men. Because they've been questioned on a few occasions, which we'll go through. First of all, we're going to go with my personal experience of both, which is not going to take as long, to be honest, because when I sparred down Dubois, I never hit him. So all I can say is he didn't get sick of hitting me. He didn't show no signs of getting sick of hitting me. So there we go. Nothing I can say there. Anthony Joshua, I sparred for a lot of rounds, and I was in the gym with him a lot. What I can say is, from my time with him, I've heard lots of sparring rumours, Price and Dubois being the main two. I never saw either. I saw him spar myself. I saw him spar Bacoli, Joyce, Clark, Akoli. I've never seen him in any trouble. So I never saw anything. From me sparring him a long time ago, yeah, I landed some shots on him. Never bothered him. I don't think I made him blink, to be honest. So yeah, a short one there because yeah, I didn't hit him enough or hard enough, to be honest, for the level they're at. So we're just going to dive straight into a few talking points because we'll start with Dubois, who's had the more question marks in time gone by. I think the question marks started obviously in the Joyce fight. A lot of people said a lot of people publicly came out, gave him a lot of stick, and he was a young man as well, 22, came in for a lot of stick, quitting, he jacked it, this, that, and the other. And I think pre-David Price, I may have jumped on that and said he'd quit, but the Price fight showed me we got limits, you know. Doesn't matter how tough you are. I think I'm pretty tough, but there's limits. There is limits, and there's also fighting another day, which I learned as I got older. So the Joyce fight for me, I just think he reached his limit. I'm not calling him a quitter on that. He took many good shots in that fight as well. So you have to give him a pass at 22 as well, which we'll get on to later. The next one was the Lorena fight. The Lorena fight worried me more than anything else. The Lorena fight, he just seemed to show no punch resistance at all. But as time went by, the Miller and Hrgovic fights, he walked through Hrgovic. The Lorena fight made me believe Hrgovic would stop him in 2 or 3 rounds. And obviously I'd heard Hrgovic knocked him out in sparring. So I thought Hrgovic would win in a few rounds. The Lorena fight really worried me for punch resistance, his confidence, his hunger for a fight. The Lorena fight, even though he won, I remember thinking after that fight, this fella ain't going nowhere at the highest level. You know, British level, European level, he hits too hard and he's too good. But I thought at world level, when he started getting it back, he's no chance. So when I went into the Usyk fight, even though Usyk is not a big puncher, and he chinned me, but he's not a big puncher. I thought Usyk will win. I thought Usyk had been on points, maybe a late stoppage. That's after timing, because he did stuff me in the knife. But I honestly didn't think that. And the Usyk fight again caused many questions, as he seemed to, a lot of people said he quit again. And on that occasion, I thought he reached his limit again. Reached his limit. I prefer the term reach their limit, because I've been there. I've reached my limit a few times now. I say on one occasion I reached my limit, on the other one I realised I wasn't going to win and I wanted to fight another day. And I thought, if I stay in here, I may not box again. I think he reached his limit again with the Usyk fight. So the Joyce and Usyk fight, I thought both times, this kid's reached his limit. Like, no shame in that. He's reached his limit and that's him done. He'll come back. The Lorena fight worried me. But the Miller and Hrgovic fights, I don't know what to make of him. The turnaround of Daniel Dubois, is it because he's a man now? Is it because he's grown into a bloke? A real solid old man? Not an old man, but like a grown man. He's got like a determination and a toughness I didn't think he had, post Lorena. So I think his chin's fine. I think he's solid. I think he takes a really good shot. You know, the Hrgovic fight, everything bounced off him. I don't think he'll do the same with Anthony Joshua, but I don't think we can question his chin after the Hrgovic fight. And in terms of his bottle, I think he's got plenty of ball. I just think if he reaches his limit, he's done. But I think that's everybody, bar maybe Arturo Gatti, to be honest. So now moving on to Anthony Joshua. The first time we saw Anthony Joshua hurt was Dillian Whyte. He copped a perfect counter left hook on the chin. It hurt him. He got himself back together and he won by a stoppage. So for me, that's a tick in the box more than anything. If we get it on the chin, they all hurt, to be honest. People always say, well, he got hurt, he were hurt, he's got a bad chin. Absolutely not. You get it on the chin, your legs go, you know, you can get knocked out. It's you can't judge people for getting hurt, you know. If they're getting hurt, getting themselves back together and then winning the fight, that's not a knock, really. And Dillian Whyte can punch. With the left hand, Dillian Whyte is a very, very good puncher. The next time we saw him down was Klitschko, but again, he got put down heavy, got back up and won by stoppage in the 11th round. So, again, for me, that's a tick in the box. And then we got the Ruiz fight. And at the time, I said Anthony Joshua should retire, go away and retire, and that should do him. And I never meant it in a negative manner. Like, a lot of people took it the wrong way, like, oh. And you know what, at the time, I thought, you know what, I don't like him. But I didn't mean it in a bad way, and that's the truth. If I meant it in a bad way, I'd stand by it. But I never. What I meant was, me personally, and this is probably why I'm not heavyweight champion of the world, I'd have got my money, I'd have gone, you know what, it's in the bin, I'd have gone. But he didn't, and he came back and he beat Ruiz the second time. He got caught by Ruiz, just got caught behind the ear, doing his equilibrium, and he done him. That happened. So I don't question his punch resistance at all, to be honest. I don't question either man's punch resistance. But if they eat each other, they're gonna knock each other out, these two. I genuinely believe that. I'm not saying they got bad chins, I don't think they do. I think they're both solid. I think they both take a good shot. They've both been hurt numerous times, but they're both probably at the highest level. What do you expect at heavyweight as well? So I think they're both solid. Joshua came back against Whyte and Klitschko and then beat Ruiz in the rematch. Sorry, so you know, I see a lot of things online like, oh, Joshua can't take a shot, can he? Or Dubois got no ball. But I'm strongly disagree on both counts. I think they're both got solid chins. Anthony Joshua is tough. He's a very, very tough man. And for me, they train so hard as well. You know, they're training 3 times a day. They're dieting all year round. They go to bed early. That's real toughness for me. Like, I was tough in terms of, I would always, like, you know what I mean, fighting. That's tough. But I weren't tough enough to go to bed at 9 o'clock. I weren't tough enough to stay off the fast food. I weren't tough enough to get up and run when it was cold. That's tough. If we're talking boxing, that's tough. You know what I mean? Fighting's easy. That's tough. So these two are tough. Because these two get up every day and they do the run. They do the running. They go to the gym. They eat the food. They go to bed. That's tough. These two are tough. So this video really, a lot of people probably seen this and thought, oh, well, he's going to slag them off. Absolutely not. These two are at the top of the game. I think they both take a good shot. But heavyweights are susceptible for going, especially with punches like this. And Joshua is hard as nails. And Dubois, for me, I don't think it's as tough as Joshua. But the Hrgovic fight quelled a few doubts. So for me, Anthony Joshua edges it in the chin department and probably the heart department. But I couldn't say anything bad about them both. You know, they're boxing at the top level. And, you know, they both come back from a lot of, from heavy setbacks. So, all praise to both. But Joshua, again, takes this one.